welcome to another park in Devon, and this is the Big Sheep. Not far from the Milky Way at all. It's in the same area as the Milky Way. Some people will do both of these parks on the same day. I don't really, if you don't want it to feel rushed or just too much for one day, I think do them on separate days. But it is feasible if you don't want to do re-rides or just spend the full time enjoying the day, then you can do both. But this is the biggest coaster in the this part of the country, Devon and Cornwall, and it formerly was located at an indoor park known as Metroland, all the way up in Gateshead, in Tyne and Wear. So it travelled miles. It's about a 4-hour drive to get here from the West Midlands, so from there it's probably about a 7-hour drive. It's travelled a long distance, but it's stayed in the UK, and that's the main thing. It's a custom layout Zero Tivoli, and you know I love a Zero Tivoli. And so far my experiences with Zero Tivolis, the older models, are way better than the more modern Zero Force coasters. But yeah, what I love about this is the support structure, because the way that, I mean, this almost looks like it was designed intentionally to sort of go more over the lake, but there are some supports like there was like a little tracked car ride that went underneath it, so you know, like the supports are arched over, very much like, obviously it's a bit more subtle. This example isn't as subtle, but it's sort of like the Rita's final supports, where it was designed to go over the corkscrew, and then of course when 13 was built they didn't use the space under that part of Rita, so you can still see the weird like arched support where it's like a long beam that goes all the way over. You know, of course that isn't as noticeable. This has got loads of supports designed to go over other rides, like look at that, the way they stick out, the way there's like those ones where it's like an archway where a car ride used to go underneath. It's brilliant the way they just kept it. I mean, it closed in 2008 and then didn't open here till 2016, so it was in storage for 8 years. I mean, look at that, it's such a shame to see how quiet it is. But yeah, hopefully people realise it's here. I mean, I suppose, well, there's a lot of people in the sheep show, but I'm glad I'm going to get on it, and I'll get a few rides on it, definitely, like Ziggy yesterday. But yeah, obviously that's not the only thing that's here. It's a farm park, you know, it is mainly a farm. This is just what people know it for. Like, a lot of people wouldn't come here if it wasn't for this. There's a few other rides. I mean, most of them are scenic rides, so like there's a swan boats, there's like, it looks like a tracked car ride if you look at it, but it is actually like a train. It's like Grandpa Pig's train at Peppa Pig World in Poultons, because it looks like a car rider looking at the track, but it just goes around the lake. And there's loads of animal shows, like sheep training, sort of, yeah, there's a sheep shearing here. It's more like a demonstration of like, you know, jobs in a farm. There's duck herding, there is sheep racing, which I have seen once before on a school trip years ago. But yeah, so obviously I'll be able to spend time seeing the shows, because that is predominantly what this park is. I know they want to make it like, because it's got taken over recently, not because it was in trouble, just because the old owner was retiring, so he sold the park. And it's interesting to see the vision. They sort of want to build more soft play areas, you know, like the traditional farm parks that you get, like Web Adventure, because that's kind of how this started, and I'm glad that it's kind of stayed like that, because these sort of parks, like, it is a bit of a middle ground, and I think that is kind of important to see them. Like, we always need parks like this. So I'm going to start on Rampage, but then obviously I'll see some of the animal shows later on, because it is very much like that place I went to on a school trip. Like, I'll be able to see a lot of the same stuff. I think there's a tractor ride somewhere as well, like, you know, an actual tractor, which I've done. Like, there was one at Robin Hill in the Isle of Wight. So it is like a country park, farm park with a couple of rides, so there is really something for everyone here. And again, I hope it gets busier. I think Milky Way did yesterday, so hopefully we see the same thing here. Here we go.
For your safety, please remain seated.
The gate's opening.
Legs in at all times.
Hey, I think we have to get on the front row as well. Because they're left out in front, so. Here we go. Oh, look at how much history this has got. It used to be indoors, around the whole park. Obviously, I think the back's going to be more whippy.
Dave, I saw that! You do that, Kate? Excellent!
Baby.
They're going to the wrong one.
That was a loud and clear gate number 2. Okay, so this is the highest our ducks will go in their lifetime. And when they do get to the top, they like to have a good look around and take in the view. Are we ready, Jessie? Excellent, well done, Jessie, good job. Perfect. And here they come, that is poultry in motion. Look at that. Can we give them another round of applause? They're fantastic. All right, that is. Are you ready, Jessie? Oh, Jess, she's got in front of it there, Jessie. She's getting very excited, look at her.
Oh, nice, solid.
So like this way. No.
Now that must be Zolly. No.
Right, on the well, it's not quite a wave swing, it's a chair plane. It doesn't have the it's just a spinning flat ride. It doesn't have the extra tilting on it. But it's exactly the same as the Gulliver's ones. The design on this is, the paintworks is pretty much the same as the Orientated one. But it's got some good speed, and I did just go on, and then my camera ran out of battery, so I had to come straight back on. But it just sort of slowed down halfway through the cycle and speed up again. I imagine it's just like programmed, sort of. They haven't changed the programming, they've just kind of done, it slows down and then it just does a second cycle. Now, this seat's not as comfortable as the other ones. I'm guessing some of them are smaller seats. Yeah, I think the yellow ones are smaller than the rest. There we go. I mean, it's right next to Rampage. Yeah, I've kind of got the rides area at the back. There is supposed to be a tractor ride. But I think they might have removed it because it's supposed to be where that animal path was, and the donkeys and the cows were. So I think they've removed that, and they've definitely removed the little barrel tractor ride, the little pig snake train, because that's where the stage is set up for the live events now. So there aren't as many rides as there used to be. But it does mean there's more, well, I do imagine there's more animals if they've used that tractor ride space for animals. Because it's on the map, they haven't updated the graphics on the map. So they should probably get on that. I mean, the tractor's not labelled, but then the animals also aren't labelled. There's a tractor icon still on the map. Yeah, I've had 3 rides on Rampage now. I did do the sheep feeding thing, but there wasn't really enough room for everyone to do it. They just did 2 sessions, so everyone on the front got to do it. And then it was just first come first serve for the rest of the rows, so I didn't get a chance to do it, but I did get to see them feeding, and I got to stroke a lamb. It was, I think, like a week old. So that was nice, but I didn't film any of it because it's a bit, you know, there's like kids around, so.
They blend in so well with the environment. They are fantastic mothers. However, it's really common for them to have lots and lots of lambs. When you breed them, a ewe will normally have 3 to 4 lambs. And normally, a ewe, so a Pole Dorset, a mule or a Suffolk, they normally have 1 or 2 lambs. That's really common, sometimes 3. The only issue with a ewe having more than 2 lambs is that she only has 2 teats. So realistically, she can only feed 2 lambs. What sometimes happens is the ewe tries to produce so much good milk that she struggles to keep her own body condition and she loses essential minerals and vitamins. What more than likely happens, we've had this quite a lot, is that a ewe will have 2 really strong lambs, they suckle first, and then any extra lambs get pushed off the teat so they don't end up having full mills. So what we tend to do is lift any extra lambs off and have them as bottom-fed lambs. And don't forget, we do have a bottom feeding show in here at 4:15 today. He comes from Wales, so we do have a soft spot for him already. Can we give Tom Jones a big clap? Here we go. This is Loki, our Jacob sheep. Now this is an ancient breed of sheep from Syria. And as you can see, he's got 4 horns. Now the female Jacobs, they've just got 2 horns. But you hear Jacob rams like this, with up to 6 horns. 6 horns with that attitude, I don't think so. The fantastic thing about them is their fleece. They actually have 3 colours in it. However, unlike all our other sheep, at least you would get something for their fleeces. With a Jacob, you get absolutely nothing, 0. This fleece is worthless because of all those natural colours in it. Commercially, it's just not cost effective to keep pulling those colours out. But handlers and naturalists love the fleece. It is a beautiful policy. We love it as well because it is so easy to get ready for the show. You just stick them in the washing machine and the colours don't run. And doesn't it look amazing? Can we give Loki a big clap? They made it their mission to bring the numbers back again, investing a lot of time, a lot of money and a lot of effort, but they did it. They managed to take them off of the registered list. They still remain one of the world's most expensive breed of sheep to buy, not because of the fleece quality, there's no money in the wool industry anymore. It's not because of the meat quality either, that is so loaded with fat and lacking muscle that the cut of meat is not very desirable at all. The reason they're so expensive is because year after year after year after year, they have been voted the world's cutest breed of sheep. So essentially, what Country Farm brought back is the world's most expensive lawnmower. But I have to agree, he is so cute. Can we give Shrek a big round of Johnson? Now there's a reason why we're calling that. You will see it. Shrek's like we don't feed you, isn't it? Honestly. You'll see why we're calling that. But if you thought Shrek was big, you're going to be pleasantly surprised. Wayne is so big, he physically cannot fit through this door. So he has to come through the door. You're not as fast as you look, are you? Right, Shrek, look, have your own. Maybe, have your own. Maybe sorted. Set them all off now, look at it. Okay. What have you done, Shrek? No, Scott, I feel bad now. Don't look at me like, look at his face. Stop it. I feel really bad now. Do you think they should get a bit more? Oh, right. You can have a bit more. There you go, Scott. Here you go, Scott. You're so well behaved. Bobby, you've always got the munchies, haven't you? Ready. You know, as much as you want, mate, 'cause I'm absolutely terrified of you. There you go. Hang on. There we go, top you up. There we go, Thomas. Here you go, Thomas. Get your big and strong. There you go, baby. Bruce. MJ, keep you dancing, mate. There you go. Wolf. I can't really reach up there, mate. I have to go out. Sorry. bigger, but that's what you get when you're North of Timu. So, I don't know what to say. So a lot of people say, what is his purpose? He's so small, what do you do with him? Well, back in the day, he was actually used for his fleece. It was such a high dense quality, it was beautiful, but nowadays, they're very popular among first-time farmers and smallholders because of their easy care. We know that no sheep is easy care, they're easier care than others. They don't take up as much room, they eat anything and everything, very good foragers. They're really easy to handle because they are so light and strong. And he has the biggest personality out of all of our sheep. He is such a character. So just to let you know, he is actually a fully grown ram. A lot of people think he's a baby.
Oh, some little lambs come up. This weather.
There we go. Thank you. Thank you.
So she then passed the trees that way, didn't she? I'm scared. Yeah. Yeah, you do it. Just.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on. Now reverse. Let's reverse. That's the most sensible thing to do. Let's reverse. And then we'll be able to turn. This is why I don't like these. They scare me. Right. Okay. Okay. Yeah, let's reverse a bit more and then we'll be able to turn left and go around a bit. I'm shitting a brick here.
Well,
Right,
surely.
now I want to keep away from that tree. We can go forwards now, can't we? Come on. Why don't we? Okay. Forwards.
Yeah.
Okay. Backwards. Actually, I'm thinking, yeah. Okay. Don't know where
There.
we're meant to park later. Oh. Should we go around one more time and then back again?
Yeah.
Keep it left, just keep it left. Don't you ain't gonna... Okay. Excellent. We're cooking on gas there. Yeah. I don't even know how many times we did that. They come on after us, didn't they? Oh shit, are we going into the... We ain't knocking it, are we? Okay, one more time and then we'll go back. Now keep it... Ooh, we don't want to go into the tree.
We're going to the tree.
Alright. No, we're going out. No, we're going to the left.
Oh yeah. That one.
We need to, we're opening this now. Oh no, we can't anyway.
There's one there.
Yeah,
There's one there right by the entrance.
yeah, alright. Alright, well we don't want to go into the bunker, do we? Bumper to bumper. Oh, there's one there. Oh yeah. Oh, I see.
Turning right now.
Oh, hang on. We need to go forward again.
Come on, pedal.
There we go.
Yay, well done, guys.
Thank you.
It's a workout on those legs, isn't it?
And that is it from the Big Sheep. And it's been another great day here. I think I've enjoyed it pretty much just as much as yesterday at Milky Way. Yeah, it's a really just kind of, it's a farm park, but with extra steps really, extra things to do compared to, like, you know, I mean, it would have started off as just, you know, play barns, like, you know, an old farm, turning the barns into soft plays and having like the probably not the bouncy pillows because they're quite a new thing, but you know, things like that, little things that younger kids can do, and then it just kind of expanded. So yeah, I mean, the highlight probably is Rampage because it's one of the best family coasters in the UK. Like the fact that they managed to get a good deal on such a big scale family coaster. This sort of place could have just had a Caterpillar, but no, they put something in that was really unique just because it was in storage, it was on the market, and they were able to just get it. So that probably is the highlight. I've had 4 rides on there. I've had a couple near the front, a couple near the back. I didn't get on the very back, but I'm glad I still did film that last POV because it was a 3-lap special. So yeah, because I suppose because it was near the end of the day and it was quiet because a lot of people left. But yeah, so I did the sheep racing and my sheep was last because it seemed like it was the one that most people, because it's the rainbow one, you know, it's got a more like pleasing badge, so people bought that badge, and then a lot of people seem to bet on that one, and then they said they disappointed everyone by saying the sheep has never won, and then of course that sheep came last. So maybe that's why they gave that sheep the most attractive badge, so that most people would end up not winning. But yeah, you can't, I mean, you can just buy all of them, because you can buy all the badges from the shop, and you can, I think you can buy the winning mug as well, because it's not like a little trophy. You can think it's going to be like a tiny little trophy, but it's a mug, and you can just buy that from the shop, I think. So, you know, you don't have to win, but it's just a little thing. You only spend £2 on a badge, so if you win, then you've made a lot back, you know. The only thing I haven't done really in terms of rides is the Honey Pot Bears, which is the little barrel ride. I just didn't get a chance to do that. I did the swan boats, which was fun. I did get the hang of the gears after a bit. You know, it is left and right, but if you pedal too slowly, it doesn't seem to turn at all, whereas the turning circle gets tighter the faster you pedal, so you're able to turn around, so you've just got to pedal faster, really. And yeah, I only crashed it once when I was docking it, but it wasn't too bad. The more practice you get on them, the more you realise how to steer it easy. That's the worst part, really. But yeah, I don't mind them. I managed to get used to it after not too long. One lap of going around backwards, trying to figure out how to turn around properly, and avoid crashing into the bush. But yeah, the tractor and the little tractor used to be down there. I don't know if they're going to move that somewhere else in the park, the little barrel run with like the snake train, sort of like the one at Diggerland, but I think it was on like slightly rougher terrain, but unfortunately that's gone. I don't know if they're going to move that somewhere else, because they're using that as like the event space now. And then it's the same with this tractor ride. This is actually still on the map as like the safari ride. That has been removed and replaced with like an animal trail, so I don't know if that's going to, again, the tractor's going to be moved somewhere else, because it is a shame that they've got rid of those. As much as they've replaced them both with new areas, it would have been nice to have those, you know, like a bigger tractor ride. And of course you've got the little ones that kids can drive, but you know, it's like a little train ride but on a tractor. I've done them before. I've never done like the proper rough terrain barrel run one, but I've done a big tractor like that before, and they're fitting perfectly to this sort of park specifically, so they would have been nice to keep, so hopefully they move them somewhere. But yeah, the train was nice to do. It's basically a little car ride, but it's a junior train ride. A few little scenes around there, you know, and it starts in the barn, where you've got the sheep. You can feed the sheep, and that's why it's always nice to feed the animals when you come somewhere like this at Pettit's in Norfolk. Yeah, you know, that obviously it's something you've kind of got to do, especially because I didn't get to feed the lambs. But I mean, it's more personal when you actually like got your hand out with the little pellets on. But I've never like fed one with a bottle before, so it would have been nice to do, but unfortunately there's just not really enough space for everyone in the room to do it. Yeah, so I've seen a few of the shows, just like demonstrations on how farm roles work, and the different sheep breeds. You know, all the ones that were in the sheep show were in Utopia, as it's called, which is the no, not there, that's a soft play area in that building. You could see them all in there if you wanted to get a bit up close, and the different sounds, because they all sound different, the different types. So yeah, that was good fun. But yeah, it's a farm park with a twist, basically. So you get to, there's a lot more for more people to do. I mean, people are sort of warming to these farm parks because they're becoming more common. This was one of the earlier ones, but now like there's a lot of them around the country, and it's places like this that kind of started that. and they're just great for families, just a nice family day out. I went to one years ago on a school trip. I should go back there really if I can, because I think they have expanded a lot since I went. It's like they've got like, it looks like they might have like rock climbing there now, which I don't know, I don't normally do stuff like that, but they've definitely expanded. So I'll have to see if I can go back at some point, or another one if there's one. Like, they're not the sort of things you're going to travel out your way to do. They're like little local attractions. Of course, this one, but not only are there other stuff in the area, there are some more unique things to this particular one. And just like the theme park section in general. But like it's also a great local attraction. So I think it's parks like this that are going to thrive a lot more when Universal opens, because it's for a completely different audience. I do worry about the little theme parks. I'm still going to put this under support the smaller parks, because like they still need it. It's still independent. It does seem to be thriving more than some of the other little theme parks that are struggling though. But it is still worth it if you're in the area, especially because it's near Milky Way. Yeah, I'm not doing anything tomorrow, so next time I go to an attraction, I am doing 2 things in the same day, but that's only because Camel Creek's open late, and that's Springfields on the morning and Camel Creek. But I can spend a couple of hours at Springfields because Camel Creek's open longer than usual. I won't really miss any time there in comparison to like a regular day at Camel Creek, so I can fit Springfields in, which is, it's got a coaster that's with a lot of history. It's travelled around the country a lot. It's got a ghost train as well, and it's got, so the 2 last dark rides I'll do on the same day, and it's got a farm area as well. It's sort of somewhat similar to this, but it's more of like a vintage fun fair, whereas the rides are like extra things, whereas there it's like a half vintage fun fair, half sort of farm area. But not many people have covered it, so I'm looking forward to it. It should be one of the main things that people do in this area, but unfortunately it's just not. Camel Creek's of course well known. It's the former Creeley Cornwall, so that's well known enough, and that's where you can find the coaster graveyard, where there's loads of coasters from well-known UK parks that have been relocated there. Like, all of the coasters have previously been another UK park. So I'm looking forward to getting there. But yeah, for now that is it, because I'm not doing anything tomorrow.